Hello, this is Woodworks by Andrew, and today I'm showing you the machining steps for cutting out a 3D engraving on the Shapeoko 3 CNC router. We won't be covering the CAD or CAM side of this project, only the running of G-code. If there is enough interest, I can upload a video of that later. So let's get started. My program for sending G-code that I use is BCNC. I like using it because you get a bit of a preview of what you're going to cut in a 3D over to the right. And you don't get that with many of the other free software options. So here we've selected a G-code file. It puts it off in the bottom left. Sometimes you got to search to find wherever it is. Our first cut is a 3D roughing cut. Off camera, I set the X, Y, and Z 0 coordinates. I used a sheet of paper to set the Z height, and we're all set to go here. Let's turn this thing on and start cutting some chips. We finished the roughing pass. Now we're going to switch over to a 1/8 inch ball nose end mill. Now I want to go and load the 3D finishing tool pass. Now that we've changed the bit in our router, we want to re-zero the Z axis to the top of our material, otherwise we'll accidentally put a huge gouge in the top. So here we are at the end of the run. See the detail on it, looks fantastic. There's some light cleanup to be done with some sanding. You can see there's some leftover burrs, fibers that need to be cleaned off. But overall, I'm very happy with it. It's actually 1 a.m. now. This thing ran for over 2 hours. I'm going to call it a night, and we'll pick up with the rest of this tomorrow. Cleaned up a little bit, switched over to a 1/8 inch upcutting end mill. We're about to drill the holes. Here we go. So here we are, the drilling operation is done. Looks pretty decent. Now we're going to load the outer diameter cutout toolpath. You can see there are tabs in this one to keep it from breaking free. And here we go. So here's where I'll normally take something and clean out the edges to make sure it got all the way down to the spoil board underneath. This is also the point where I want to make sure that there's nothing else I want to do to it. I'm considering using a V-carve bit and putting a small detail around the inside of these as well as on the outside so I don't just have a square edge. Give it a nice little chamfer. I've done it before in the past with a similar type of board. Now this one isn't 3D machined, but you can see I've got a... Oh, come on, focus. Well, there's a small chamfer there, and then you can see there's a little bit of detail just by running along the inside. I think it gives it a little bit extra. I think I might be doing that to this one also. Okay, so I've got the V-carve bit inserted. I'm going to show you how I set the Z height with a piece of paper here. I've lowered it down pretty close to the top of the material, and I stick the piece of paper in, and I bring it down with a very small step until I feel drag on the paper. And right there, I start to feel it. So then I go up one. Oh look, it's even tearing the paper. Verify. Yeah, just a light drag right there. So I'm going to go down just one touch more, and that's where I'll set my Z. Now we're ready to go. So I've got the program loaded up now. All set to go. And there we are. Now all we have to do is cut it away from the tabs, sand it, finish it, all set. Thanks for watching.